Hello guys, welcome to SAP Tutorials channel. So today I will be talking about a new topic which is known as a task list, which is also an important master data in SAP plant maintenance or enterprise asset management. And I hope you guys are finding my videos useful. So today we're gonna see what is a task list and what are the types of the task list and what are its uses. All right, so I will be splitting as usual this topic into two parts. So there will be two videos. So this will be first video where we will discuss the overview, the use, and we will also have a look and feel of the task list. How does it looks like in the system? So that we will see. And in the part two, we will see how to configure and create the task list. Okay. So let us proceed, but before proceeding ahead, I would like to remind you guys, please subscribe and follow my channel and do share as well if you guys are finding my videos useful. All right, so let us start from the task list. So before starting it theoretically, I would like to just show you it in the system. How does it looks like? Okay, so don't worry about the T codes and all those things. Just focus on the look and feel of the task list. Okay, so I am here selecting general task list over here. We will see what is the difference. Okay, so if I will go under this task list here, so this is a group. Okay, and you can see here I am on the operation screen right now. So first of all, let me clarify, this is not an order, this is the task list. Okay, task list is a master data and order, maintenance order, is a transactional data. So don't get confused. So this is a master data. So task list is also having a almost similar kind of screen like an order where we can have the operations in sequence. So these are all the operations. Okay. So functional test check before calibration, calibration, and linearity check. So all these operations are sequenced in this task list. Okay. Under the task list, we also do have the provision to assign the components to the operation. If you suppose that, I mean, this look, this is a planned operation. This is nothing, something like unplanned operation. This is a planned. Unplanned operations can be done in order. Okay. So even the planned and unplanned operations can be done in the order, but in task list you can only plan the operations. Okay, so if you know, like for an example, I wanted to maintain one equipment where I need to do a greasing activity for every time. I mean, every 10 days I need to do that. So you are definitely 100% sure that okay, so these much of grease it will get consumed like 5 kilo of grease or 10 kilos of grease, right? So if that operation is consuming any of your materials or you are filling oil into the pump, so you know how much oil you have to fill. Okay, because that is a planned activity. You know how much you have to fill, like 5 liter, 10 liter, something like that. So it is, I mean, it is for sure that you have to do that, right? So it means you're gonna consume a material against that activity, against that operation. So what you can do, that you can select the operation like oil filling and just go to the components and then you can assign here the material number which is used for that oil. Okay, so what will happen once you will create an order, and if that order is associated with the maintenance plan, and if that maintenance plan is associated with this task list, it will get automatically copied. Okay, so that you can do, but I will not discuss right now in detail because this is not a small topic, this is a bigger topic right now. So let us only focus on task list right now. I will not discuss orders because you guys will get confused. Okay, so now let us understand what is exactly a task list. So if I will go to the header, so this is your task list header, so this is your group and this is a group counter. So now you must be thinking, what is a group counter? Okay, and then the group description, this is the header description, and for which planning plant, as I said, this is planned operation. So there should be a planning plant which is responsible for planning the maintenance activities. And then the uses, okay, for what, I mean, task list, because the task list is a master data which is used as routings in production planning. Okay, so plant maintenance. Okay, so you can see production is also there, so and other modules as well. So plant maintenance you have to choose, and then it has to be released. Okay, overall status has to be released, then only you can execute with this task list into your order. So there are a couple of options: release general, release for costing, release for order, or created. So if it is created, it means you are still finalizing your task list. Okay, so if you wanted to use this task list in your order, then you have to release general or release for costing. So it will only release for the costing purpose. If you wanted to determine, okay, if I'm planning these much of activities and I'm going to consume these much of materials, then how much cost it will incur. So for that you can select this one and it will show you the costing. So we will see, I mean, how we can determine the task list costing, because there is a separate transaction code for that, and then release for order. So if you wanted to use task list only for the order, not for costing and other purposes, then you can select. Okay, but generally we always select release general. This is the default we always select. Okay, and forget about right now the inspection points and external numbering and all those stuffs, because this is an integration point which so if you gonna maintain this one, it it gets started, I mean it will talk to the quality management module. Okay, so right now we will not go into that one because we only wanted to so all these I think task lists. So yeah, so this is not the inspection one, I think so. Let us go to the header. So you can see here, this is a blank. Okay. So this is the idea plant maintenance task list header. You can see. Okay. And then the planner group. Okay. So this planner group generally is different from the equipment or function location planner group that you have seen. So that we will see because it is coming from the configuration only. Okay. So all those things we will see. And so let us first try to understand it theoretically, and after that, definitely we're gonna jump into the system and we'll see. Okay, but let us jump to the document. So generally, this document provides a comprehensive overview of SAP plant maintenance task list, covering their purpose, creation types, uses, and benefits. It aims to equip users with the knowledge and skills necessary to effectively utilize task lists in plant maintenance for streamlining maintenance activities, improving efficiency, and ensuring consistent execution of maintenance procedures. Okay, so all these things we will see in this document. So let us understand. So introduction to SAP plant maintenance task list. SAP PM task lists are predefined sequences of operations, as you have seen just now, okay, and activities used in plant maintenance to standardize and simplify maintenance processes. So if I try to summarize this line, I mean this is a very important thing right now. So just focus on this one. So suppose there is an equipment, a single piece of equipment, okay, and you got the instruction from your OEM, which means the manufacturer, that you have to maintain the this piece of equipment like this to have a maximum efficiency of this equipment and to reduce the breakdown of that equipment. Okay, so you have to follow that instruction. Okay, so there can be several maintenance activities that you have to perform, and the frequency as well. Suppose the inspection is happening every 7 days. Okay, then overhauling is happening every 6 months. Okay, oil filling is happening after every 15 days, greasing is done after 15 days. So kind of that, I mean, there will be complex frequencies, right? Mixture of different frequencies that has to be done. Now you, I mean, you are not supposed to every time plan the operations because it is predefined only, right? You do not need to create an order and then again put all those details again and again. So it will increase your manual efforts as well. So that's why SAP Plan Maintenance Task List is very important. As I said in this document also, is telling it is a predefined sequences of operations, which is used to standardize the simplify maintenance process. Okay. So that's why we use task list, so that once you place this task list, once you create this task list into the system, you can use it n number of times. Okay, you do not need to create the orders and plan the same activities again and again. All right, so this will definitely reduce your manual effort. Okay, so these kind of questions can be asked in an interview. Okay, so they serve as templates for maintenance orders, providing a structured framework for technicians to follow when performing a specific maintenance task. By using task lists, organizations can ensure that maintenance activities are carried out consistently, efficiently, and according to the best practices. So as I said, best practices means as per your OEM instruction. Okay, the manufacturer instruction you have to follow here, so which is your best practice. All right, so if you have a set of operations which is already predefined, it is easy for technicians as well, right, to carry out those operations, because everything is in their hand. They know what kind of materials they have to use, they know how much, I mean, what kind of tools they need to use, what kind of activity they have to perform. So it will give you a data consistency as well, and definitely at the field execution consistency as well. All right, so you can see here the important points here: the definition, purpose, and the function, and the benefits. Okay, so what is the benefits? Ensure maintenance activities are carried out consistently and efficiently, as we already seen. Then function, serve as templates for maintenance order. Templates means it is just a predefined and it will get copied to the orders. Okay, so that we will see in the preventive maintenance business process. Purpose, standardize and simplify maintenance process. Yep. And then definition, predefined sequences of operations and activities used in plant maintenance. All right. So benefits of using task lists: standardization. Task lists enforce standardized procedures, ensuring that maintenance tasks are performed consistently across different technicians and locations. Okay. So it means there can be different plants, right? And there can be a different set of technicians as well, right? But if you do have task list, then it will standardize your procedures, so there will be no confusion amongst technicians and different plants, because you have already predefined the set of activities. Okay, then the efficiency: by predefining the steps involved in a maintenance task, tasks reduce the time and effort required to plan and execute maintenance activities. As I already explained, you do not need to waste your time if you have already predefined your maintenance activities. Okay, so definitely it's going to reduce your manual time and effort. And then improve the quality. So tasks help to improve the quality of maintenance work by providing clear instructions and guidelines for technicians to follow. As I said, it is like a compliance as well, because you are spreading the information equally to all the technicians. It is not like that technician A is getting a different set of operations for maintaining the same piece of equipment, and technician B in another plant is getting a different set of operations for maintaining the same piece of equipment. Okay, so it will not happen like that if you are using the task list. So definitely then it is going to improve your quality, and then reduce errors. Standardized procedures minimize the risk of errors and omissions during maintenance activities. As I said, if you are using this master data, so there will be less errors, because you have already followed the best practices. All right, then knowledge transfer. Task lists capture the knowledge and expertise of experienced technicians, making it available to others in the organization. So what does this mean here is, it is very important here, knowledge transfer. So suppose in your plant there is a senior technician, although you are following your best practices coming from your OEM, the manufacturer of that equipment, you are following that piece of activities. Okay, but still the senior technician finds something that it has to be also added to maintain the equipment correctly. Okay, so that can be done, and you can, what you can do, you can just add those activities into your task list. So it is a knowledge transfer as well. Okay, so cost savings, so definitely it gonna save your cost, because you are reducing the errors, you are reducing the data inconsistencies, and you are flowing the same data to everywhere. So definitely gonna save your cost, reducing the manual efforts, all those stuffs. And then the compliance, task list can be used to ensure compliance with regularity. So means while doing the maintenance activity, certain kind of permits might be required, right? So all those steps you can write in the task list, because that is also an activity for the maintenance person to get the uh, correct permit. All right. So these are the benefits of the task list. All right, compliance, standardization, efficiency, improved quality, reduce errors, knowledge transfer, cost savings. Okay, now let us see the type of task list. So this is very important. Okay, because this can be asked in an interview. So this is very common question. So type of the task list: general maintenance task list, which is type A in the system. Okay, these are the most common types of task lists and used for general maintenance activities. They can be used for a wide range of equipment and maintenance tasks. So what does this mean is, this is the general maintenance task list. Okay, you can use for any of the equipment or function location. It is not specific to any equipment or specific to any function location. Okay, so let us take a simple example like housekeeping. Housekeeping can be done for any plant, right? It, I mean, doesn't matter what kind of equipment or what kind of function location you have. So housekeeping is what? A general maintenance activity. So take it like that, right? Greasing is also a general maintenance activity, but only the problem here is the frequency. So that you can also manage in the task list, general maintenance task list, right? Because if you have to follow this statistic. So kind of that same general maintenance activities, if you wanted to have, so general maintenance tasks will give you a flexibility because it is not linked to any specific asset. So you can use it anywhere. Okay. Now the next is the equipment task list type E. So these task lists are specifically linked to a particular piece of equipment. They are used for maintenance activities that are specific to that equipment. All right. I do not need to explain this thing, I guess so, because it is already telling the important point. Then function location task list type T. So these task lists are linked to a function location which represents a specific location within a plant or facility. They are used for maintenance activities that are specific to that location. So I will be giving an example over here. So where you have to create a function, because function location task lists are very rarely used. As per my experience, I haven't seen much. Okay. But I will just give you a business scenario or an example where I have seen. So suppose there is a hydraulic room where 10 pumps are installed, and all those 10 pumps are having are having same specification, same manufacturer, everything is same. Okay, so for all those 10 pumps there will be similar kind of operations, maintenance activities, right? So instead of creating a 10 task list, which means every task list for one equipment each, right? You should not go for that. You should go for the function location task list, because just create one task list, okay, instead of creating a 10 task list. So it will reduce your number of master data, right? So in that case, you can create a function location task list, right? Now, configurable general task list. Okay, so this is the very special task list which cannot be used everywhere. But this can be asked in an interview, so that's why I decided to include this task list as well. Generally, these are three task lists which business is using. Okay, so configurable task list is what? Suppose I wanted to fetch an operation based on the manufacturer. Okay, suppose I'm just giving an example again. So suppose you have 10 pumps, 5 pumps are from XYZ manufacturer, and the rest 5 pumps are from the ABC. Okay, so almost they are similar kind of operations that need to be executed for those 10 pumps, but because the manufacturers are different, so the instructions are different as well. I mean, like 90% of the instructions are same, but 10% are different. Okay, so instead of creating a two separate task lists, we can create only one task list, and we can, based on the manufacturer, we can trigger the specific operation. Okay, so that we will see in the system. Okay, it is not that easy because there are a couple of steps. So it comes under the variant configuration only. Okay, not much used, very rarely used. Okay, so you can use it in the defense or air defense industries, kind of that it can be used. Okay. Then hierarchical maintenance task list. It is also a special task list. Okay. So these are the special type of task lists and are used for general maintenance activities where set of operations are in a hierarchical order. They can be used for a wide range of equipment and maintenance tasks. So this can be asked in an interview as well, because right now most of the business have start using this one. Okay, but this is also a very special task list. All right, and the type is edge. Okay, so now I do have a diagram, you can see here. So similar things are mentioned over here. Okay, so that's all about this videos. In the next video, what we will do, we will see how to create all these task lists, and before creating we will also see the configuration of the task list. Okay, so the configuration task list and the hierarchy maintenance task list, I will have a separate video on this. I will upload a separate video on these two task lists, because these two are a special task list, so it will take some time to create in the system. So these are three basic type task lists which are used in plant maintenance and are asked in the interview as well. So these are pretty common. So that we will see, and race 2 we will see in another video. Okay, because this two task lists right now not required for you guys at the moment. Once we will see the order and all those steps, once you are clear with all those things, then only we will see these two task lists. Okay, then you will understand the importance and the difference between these three and these two. Okay, so yeah, that's all about in this video, and we will see you in the next video where I will be sharing the creation of the task list and the configuration. All right, guys, then take care. Bye. See you in the next video.